So hello everyone, Grosey here, welcome back. Today we've got another video for the podcast series with Christopher.
Hello.
In this video we're going to be searching through 5p coins again. Unfortunately, they are the most horrendous denomination of coins you can possibly search through, apart from maybe something like 1 euro cents or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to fill you in with what we're looking for, it's the 1993 and 2018, which are NIFCs, and then also any other territories or basically anything that's not a usual coin. It seems to be a regular occurrence. Every time we upload one of these, we've got a new member of the senior cabinet.
Oh yeah. It is unbelievable at the moment. I can't remember who said it, but someone said there must be someone at some point that wakes up not realising or forgetting that they are or are not the Chancellor of the Exchequer at the moment. It's crazy. It's absolute madness.
Yeah, so we've got not only a new Prime Minister since last time, I think a new Chancellor as well. Oh,
yep.
I can't
But
remember.
it's fine because our the Home Secretary is the same one that quit last time that was replaced in the intermediary, but it looks like she's on the way out as well. So,
but anyway, not to get too political about it.
No.
But the point being, do you think at some point soon we are going to set our sights on writing a letter to the Chancellor to request more coins to be circulated?
So, this is a great idea. To fill in other viewers, basically we want to try and petition to the Chancellor of the Exchequer, who is also the Master of the Mint, who seems to have some influence over what coins get put into circulation. Rishi Sunak in the past has stepped in to make sure Brexit, Diversity Book Britain, the Pride 50p were put into circulation. So we feel like if as a combined effort, if we all write to the Chancellor or contact the Chancellor to say, as coin collectors, this would be great. That we've got more hope of persuading or at least planting that seed in the mind to try and get more coins into circulation. But we've had quite a few chancellors, and it seems fruitless to spend all that effort if they're out the door in 5 minutes, or all the letters that we're sending in are addressed to the previous chancellor by the time they arrive on the chancellor's desk. So
yes,
I think we wait till the new year and then see how the land lays then.
See how it's gone. Yeah, no, absolutely. But no, we'll get something written, and yeah, I'm sure. Obviously, all of you lot will want to join us in asking for that for more coins to be circulated. We also have seen over the last week or so, as of recording, obviously, the Pride 50p's entering circulation. It's unbelievable the amount of sealed bags that you see on all the coin selling sites. It's like, not that I'm complaining, because obviously anyone can go and ask for bags of coins, but it's ridiculous how many of these coins are never actually going to see the light of circulation, and they're just going to be bought and then kept, and that'll be it.
Yes, I will equally tread very carefully, because there is no right and wrong way of collecting, and I know that people give me grief, and I'm sure give you grief as well, for collecting and keeping all these commemoratives that we keep, but I've always said that as a coin collector, I will collect coins, and the people keep saying that hunting through big bags of coins isn't collecting. You've got to look through your change, and I just think that's such a stupid opinion to have. That if people are going to the post offices and getting sealed bags, then fair game,
yeah,
isn't
fair
it?
play. I said anyone can do it, and
it's not like anyone's cheating. It's not cheating the system. It's just using your initiative.
No, I completely agree with you. Completely agree. But as I said, it's still.
I must admit, I haven't been to the post office to get bags of them, though. But
neither have I. I think it would be nice, not that I particularly collect sealed bags, it would be nice to have a sealed bag of them.
Yeah.
I'm sure that I will probably end up getting a sealed bag or two. Well, do you reckon they're all going to be released through the post office, or do you reckon some of them will be...
I think they are. They all are all going in via post offices. But,
right. Because the Jubilee ones, for example, I got some of them in the Camberley Coin Centre bag.
Yes, it came out in the news that in the Royal Mint announced that 5 million were going out into circulation via 6,000 post offices.
Right,
which
so
I think 5 million was the upper limit that we were expecting, wasn't it?
That's right.
That coin.
Yeah. Definitely. There's also been confirmation that there will be 9.6 million of the Queen Elizabeth with King Charles memorial coins going into circulation. Unfortunately, that means that probably, whilst it's going to be fun to find, probably for longer than usual, because obviously it's got Charles on, it's going to be unfortunately one of those coins that's just going to be a throwback. Probably. I don't know what your thoughts are on that.
So yeah, if we're going on mintage alone, I would agree. It's in the region of sort of the Representation of the People Act, isn't it? That's what, 10 million, isn't it?
Yeah,
but was that 11?
It's slightly. So, it's about 9 million or something. Yeah.
Okay, well, in the region of the Representation of the People Act, which is a throwback coin, but do not underestimate the hype around a coin, the media frenzy, that this is the first circulating coin with King Charles III on. So would I be surprised if in a year it's similar to Battle of Hastings, it's a smidge over face value? I wouldn't be surprised.
Or something like the perfect example probably would be the 2016 Peter Rabbit. That's got a mintage figure of about 9 million. But it's often considered a keeper, not by me, I would add, but others in the vicinity.
You always tease me over what I keep.
No, not at all. I'm just saying, you keep them, I don't. And no teasing going on.
I'm going to replace you with a co-host that likes me.
Well, we're on my chart at the moment. If I want to, I could just click my finger, and then all of a sudden you've disappeared.
Oh, wow. No, I kid. But no, I think, I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up being a coin of intrigue just for the numismatic
that's also true,
story behind it.
No, definitely that could be the case, but you will probably see them as much as you do, again, 2016 Peter Rabbits, and maybe not as many.
How many 2016 Peter Rabbits do you find nowadays, though?
Not as many, I would say, to be fair, not as many, but still a regular supply of them, if you like. If you kept them all, it would be a lot of money to keep. Well, as you probably can vouch for. That's... as I said, that's quite nice to have that confirmed. Also, what do you think about them preemptively announcing the mintage figures? Because there could have been the opportunity to have a team memorial, team jubilee battle.
It's only because you'd love to have a battle that you could take part in, because you backed a team that wasn't even in the race last time. So it's a double-edged sword. It's good fun having that little bit of competition, especially when you get a belligerent opponent to fight against. So that is somewhat lost, the fun, the anticipating, the fun chiding of other teams, but it also takes away that mystery and stops us having to keep stacks upon stacks upon stacks of coins, not knowing what their mintages are, and fearing, as I did early days, throwing back 2017 shields, which I now keep.
It's one of those things, because I'm still keeping all the coins we don't officially have mintage figures for, apart from the obvious ones, like, for example, the 2021 2Ps that we're finding, or 2021 5Ps, which actually I found in my change at Tesco the other day, which are now circulating. So things like that we kind of assume are going to be highly minted, but certainly the Jubilee ones, as and when the prides turn up in our videos, I will be keeping those, just because you never know. It's not unheard of for mintage figures to be high and then to be dropped. The big one that I'm keeping, that I've literally found like 3 ever, is 2020 shields. I think that it's not beyond the realms of possibility that they plan to make 46 million of those shields, but then obviously pandemic hits, all of a sudden they shut down the operation. Well, they didn't shut down, but you know what I mean, no more 50p's are needed, and then they just didn't get made. Especially that we've had so many 50p's coming out after those 2020 shields. You wonder, are they just sat in the long store being queue jumped all the time, or do you think...
That's exactly what I think is happening. We had the Brexit in 2020, diversity in 2020. We've subsequently had the Platinum Jubilee. We've now had Pride. We're going to have the Memorial 50p. So I totally think that is exactly why we haven't seen them, because they've been struck. They're sat in the long store. But somebody keeps sticking their nose into the business of the mint, saying we want these out in circulation pronto, which I think is great. I think it's amazing. I'd much rather have a variety of commemoratives than 56 million shields.
No, I think if there's any coin you want to get
fingers crossed, this leads to those shields being melted down.
Yes. Hopefully.
Because what we don't want is in a year or a year and a half's time, 18 months, to find out that all these shields are finally making it into circulation and we get sealed bags of 2020
and then you get
shields.
£5,000 worth of 2020 shields to get through. That would be horrendous. Yes, not ideal whatsoever.
Totally agree.
The other thing that has been confirmed by the Royal Mint as well, through implication, is that the Pride 50p is the final Queen Elizabeth II 50p to enter circulation, which is officially the nail in the coffin, or the final nail in the coffin for the Alan Turing 50p circulating, because obviously that would have had the Elizabeth portrait on as well. So
because around the time that coin came out, it was announced that that design, the Alan Turing 50p, was earmarked to go into circulation if there was demand for another coin.
That's right.
Yes, I mean, I'm 99% sure that means we won't be seeing the Alan Turing 50 pence. There's always that 1% chance because
Yeah, they might get an emergency order for 50p.
It's unprecedented times at the minute. They're doing things we're not expecting. So, could they have struck the Alan Turing ones already and they're sat in the long store? I don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah, they were already classing that as a coin that's going out into circulation. This is me being unbelievably optimistic, hoping that we get an extra commemorative in our change. But I don't think it's going to be the case.
Who knows? We can only hope, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, another thing that's interesting that I actually saw on your Discord server today, Coin Assassin tagged me and you as well, saying that they were on the Royal Mint experience, I think today. They inquired about the copper tinny coins. And again, there are many things in this life you have to take with a pinch of salt. However...
Before you go into that, quick explanation of what they are. So
Yes.
some of the 2019 shields, if you do like a ping test, you clink them against other coins. They don't sound like the standard coins. They sound a bit tinnier. When Grosey and I went to the Winnie the Pooh Strike Your Own at the Royal Mint experience, I did put two through the XRF machine at my work, and the tinny ones had 5% more copper than the standard ones. Obviously, that is 2 coins in comparison. So
yes, you probably have to do a vast sample size, which maybe we could do next time. Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah.
I've got a whole bag full of them now. But let me just bring up the message that Coin Assassin put so I can read it, because I've forgotten exactly the wording you used. So, Coin Assassin says, I asked why the 2019 shield has more copper in it at the mint, and they said it was done on purpose to try and stop the coin rusting or something along those lines. And then thereafter said, I don't know why though, I've never seen a rusty 50p. Do you think there's any truth in that? You'd think more copper would imply more rusting, but...
I don't know. I'm not a metallurgist, so I wouldn't be able to comment on that basis. What I would say is bizarre is why would they do that with some and not all? That's
what I was thinking. There's only a certain selection of, maybe it's a small sample to see if it works. I don't know, but then it's weird because it's probably to the point where people who are not coin collectors might actually notice that. I mean, it definitely sounds different, but who knows?
Yeah.
And again, a potential sort of theory. And then another thing I found that was quite interesting, again from your Discord server, I do believe. Go and join Kristen's
Great place
Discord
to be.
server. I know. Lots of useful and sometimes not knowledge that comes out of there. So what there was another post put on there saying a precise figure has now been established. So essentially you might have seen Euro Coin Hunt and a few other people over in Germany finding Kew Gardens 50p's that have had stickers put on, and so it's in relation to that. So what it says, a precise figure has now been established. 2012 of these sets were issued, each containing 24 coins. So 48,288 Kew Gardens 50p coins were sent over and made into these sort of stickered sets, if you like.
So basically in Germany to commemorate the 2012 Olympics?
I don't know.
I think it was 2012 Olympics. They shipped over a bunch of 2009 coins that were produced that year, and the Germans put this like enamel stickering over it, and it just so happens to be it was the Kew Gardens 50p. Obviously at that point didn't realise it was going to be as rare as it ended up being, so that's what they are.
That's right. So that is almost a quarter of the total mintage of Kew Gardens 50p's that were issued for circulation, just immediately withdrawn. Not withdrawn, but...
So that would be my follow-up question. Is that definitely circulated coins that were sent over? Coins intended for circulation were sent over?
Well, I would say that because the coins I believe that Euro Coin Hunt has found have been not BU coins in the sense that they look circulating, like they're in circulation condition, if you like.
Mm-hmm.
But
how does someone get their hands on, how many was it, 40,000?
48,288.
How would you get your hands on 48,000?
Unless they were the ones issued in sealed bags, who knows?
But again, it seems unlikely that you will get your hands on all of that, all of them. I mean, I could get my head around it if it was like they're BU coins, but they're not put in the packaging, and there's BU coins struck to for a supplier to go and repurpose. That would make sense to me. So
That could be the case as well. I might have to ask him to send me a picture and see what they actually look like, because the coin thickness and things aside, you'll be able to spot if it was a shiny sort of BU coin.
Would you though, if it's been enamelled? If I don't know what condition that what the sort of packs are stored in.
Is it just on one side of it, or is it on both sides?
No, the enamelling's just on the reverse.
So you would be able to look at the obverse and see what.
But again, it depends how they're kept. If the ones that he has found have been, well, I know that the ones that he found have been found in coin shops or coin stalls, so that the obverse is just loose, rattling around with everything else that's in there. The reverse is going to get damaged, lifting off that enamelling, the glue on it that's been on there for however many years now. So I'd want to know a little bit more. I'm always the sceptical one to say that is definitely 48,000 less Kew Gardens to find, but
who knows?
Yeah, I would be interested to know exactly who has said how they were sourced and how they know that they said it was sourced that way.
Yeah, no, it'd be interesting. But it's food for thought, isn't it? It's always interesting to see. But yeah, that being said,
could it have been because obviously they told them to stop striking? That's how they ended up being so rare, because they revised the quota. Is it just excess ones that were struck that they no longer needed that were shipped over?
Maybe.
Who knows?
Yeah, potentially.
Again, this is all just like random thoughts off the top of my head with no more knowledge than anyone else, but I would like to dig a bit deeper into who got the facts and where they got them from before I start preaching my sermon on it.
Yeah, no, definitely. Anything else you wanted to add before we?
No, I'm all good.
Yeah, no. Let's get back to the 5Ps, and hopefully I found more than Christopher has.
That'd be a first, wouldn't it?
It would be a first. Don't go and check out Christopher's Discord now. Don't subscribe to him. Do you know what? I'm not going to put his link on the end screen for saying that. No, I'm joking. I will.
We'll see how that affects my views, Grosey.
Let's get back to the 5Ps. Right, and thank goodness that is over for another 6 weeks or whatever, assuming we continue with the series. So we've got probably my best run yet. So 4 finds. We've got a Jersey 2003. We've also got a Jersey 1991. We've got Gibraltar 2010. And then we also have another Gibraltar 2015. And then just in case that is the difference between winning or not, I then pulled out this coin, which has a sticker, number 22 on it. I know Christopher likes a coin with a sticker on, so I figured that might be something to help with, trying to get me to win. But just have a little look at the mintages. 5Ps 1991 is 2 million, and then 2003 is 1 million. And then Gibraltar do not have published mintage figures, unfortunately. But yeah, if you've enjoyed this one, make sure to leave a like down below, comment, subscribe, go and check out Christopher's video as well on the end screen. And yeah, see you in a bit. Bye bye.